Science Walk by Chloe Delafield, illustrated by Michelle Henninger. Science Walk by Chloe Delafield, illustrated by Michelle Henninger. On Monday morning, Ms. Lee's class settled down on the rug. The students took turns sharing what they did and saw over the weekend. Ms. Lee recorded what they said. Juan said, "I went to the park with my mom and sister. I saw people sitting under a tree eating lunch." Some other students said they were at the park too. Rose heard birds singing. Leo said he found a plant that smelled like honey. Ms. Lee said, "Thank you for sharing your observations from this weekend. Making observations is one special way scientists learn about things. It means paying close attention." Then Ms. Lee asked, "What can you observe in your classroom?" As scientists, we make observations using our senses to touch, look, listen, and smell. That means fingers, eyes, ears, and noses are science tools. May raised her hand. "I thought there were 5 senses. You said only 4. Miss Lee answered, "The other senses taste. Sometimes scientists even taste things, but most of the time it's not safe to put things in your mouth." It was a warm, sunny day, perfect for a science walk. The students walked along the sidewalk, stopping to make observations. They heard birds chirping. They smelled sweet flowers. They felt the wind on their faces. Miss Lee recorded all of their observations. Layla noticed a big plant covered in purple flowers. There were bees buzzing all around the flowers. The students observed the plant for a long time. A butterfly landed on a flower too. They saw different plants, including trees, bushes, and grass. They also saw animals. "There's a bird," said Rose. "I see some ants on the ground," said Juan. Layla said, "I see a big rock." "What other ways can we observe?" Miss Lee asked. "Does anyone hear, smell, or feel anything?" The next day, Miss Lee showed the students a science notebook. She told them that scientists often record their observations in notebooks. "I recorded your observations from the weekend. Today, we will go on a science walk and observe like scientists do. I will record what you observe on the walk." Students started pointing out things all around the room. "I see a clock. I see some books. I observed the plant." Miss Lee said, "Using your eyes to see things is a great way to observe. When we observe like scientists, we use our other senses too. In fact, we all have built-in science toolkit to help us observe." Here is a glossary of all of the words we use today. Animal, a living thing such as an ant, a cat, a clam, or a bird that needs to eat. Investigation, a way of finding out about something. Observation, something you notice using any of the 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch. Observe, to use any of the 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, to learn more about something. Plant, a green living thing such as a tree, a cactus, or a grass that needs sunlight. Record, to draw or write down something. And scientist, someone who learns about the natural world. When they got back to school, Ms. Lee showed the class the list she had made from their walk. "I sorted your observations by what is living and what is non-living," she said. "Living things include people, ants, and birds. Non-living things include rocks and wind." The students made drawings of the living things they had observed. They worked hard to remember the details of what they had observed and recorded them in their drawings. When they shared their drawings, the students had a lot of questions about what they had observed. Leo went first. "I noticed that the bees were all going to the plant with purple flowers. I wonder why the butterfly went there too." Juan wondered what the birds were doing when they were poking around in the dirt with their beaks. "There are a lot of ways to find the answers to our questions," Miss Lee told the class. "Tomorrow we will read more and do our own investigation so we can learn more about butterflies and birds."